Today's video, ARS 5540 setup. This is gonna be a long day. Once you get up.
Okay.
And what is this, the side?
Yes.
Alright, ready.
Yeah, that works. Is my recording?
And this,
Yeah.
we're recording.
Okay, he normally gets about 20. Okay.
And on today's video, ARS Rack 40 back 55. Let's start. So 3 months of owning and using the ARS 5540. We hold this video to get this review. So check it out. First thing first, we got this and we ordered it. I can't even remember when we ordered it, but it was by the COVID, beginning of the COVID, I think it was.
Yeah.
So literally we had over 2 months waiting for this rack. Okay, they were overwhelmed. Many orders on ARS. I will say this: every time we call, they answer the phone, and if they didn't answer, we left a message that would call us back. And they were straight up. They told us exactly what was going on. They even hired somebody to put it back on the floor. So that, I just want to say that it did take us a while waiting for this. When it did came, I have seen a lot of reviews on YouTube about parts missing. I was so scared about that, and guess what? Happened to us. We had 2 legs missing, so the top one we couldn't finish it up that day. But I contacted them and they sent it straight up, so no problem with that. I did have a little scratch here on the ARS that came in. I just didn't want to keep waiting, man. So we already have put it up. So what can I say? Oh, another thing that I would love to touch is on the heat. Okay, checking your heat. That whole night I stayed up like I was so stressed out because I would put it on my vivarium to 91, but I would use the heat. If you guys don't have this, I recommend this. I used the heat gun and I hit that bar, the heat bar. I was like 82, like 81, like it was like, what the hell is going on? So when I contacted him the next day, he told me that usually what happens, it happens usually to just go ahead and check the heat through the inside. So what we do, we go where the heat spot is gonna be at. You check, and 91. Man, I will tell you, I love this system. No more water spilled by your snakes. They got enough space in there. Comfortable. They could come to the cool spot. You got the hot spot. Slides really good in. I love this. We went ahead, wifey over here, ordered these card holders, and she printed these cards. We got some more we got to print. So this doesn't come with it, but it's a good idea to have. What else can we say? Yes. So we had a situation. Yes, she's looking at me. We had a situation. We built this thing at night. It was over, what, 1 in the morning, and we still doing this thing, drilling and stuff like that. So I had a situation. So I'm gonna put pictures on video right now. So we had snakes popping up their heads out of here, right? And we started hearing them, the breathing, because they get stuck in there. They will start getting scrapes out, right? Let me see if I could get one that has it like that. Okay. So right now you see him, he's on paper because of it. Okay. Let me go ahead real quick.
Sorry, that was my hand.
Alright. Let's put him in there. So I don't know if you can see this. You see the top right there?
Yeah.
Okay. that was scales that he ripped off because they was sticking the heads through there. And to make it more clear for you, this is Kratos, by the way. He's a lesser fire spot nose head VPI male. Put you back in there and I'll get back to you in a minute. So, I want you to look, what we did, I sent a text to Billy Rose, Mutation Creation, Billy, thank you. And I asked him, I sent him a picture, said, yo, do you have problems with this? And if you did, how do you fix it? So he actually called me and he said, yo, I don't got no spot or ARS like that. You guys effed up, pretty much. So he said, you mess it up when you guys build it. Most likely what it is, you're gonna have to flip one of those bars up. So for me to show you, because we haven't fixed this because there ain't no snakes in here, guys. So look at my whole finger, how it could go in there. You see that? So my whole finger could go in there. Look. See that? So the snake's heads were going in there. And the ones we corrected, I can't even get my finger in. See the difference? So what we had to do, we had to take them apart. And this tube, we just had to flip it. And that was the problem.
You just have to make sure the holes are on the top and not on
Pretty
the
much.
bottom.
That's exactly what it is.
That each side is the same.
So we fixed that. Boom, no problem. I love this ARS. Another thing I like about the hybrid, right? A lot of people are usually complaining about this. Is that you can pull this out. Okay? You can pull it out and you could go ahead and clean it. This is what the snakes is going to be touching. So you could go ahead and disinfect this, especially if you do live, the blood and everything of the rats. You want to clean that off. If you even have an animal that's sick, you can take that off and disinfect it and clean it up. Everything good. And it goes in pretty easy. And you see how tight those were because we haven't fixed those tubes. But overall, I love this rack. I'm very pleased with it. Even when you move, they just pop up by levels. I love this rack. Okay. Another thing, another part I'm going to say about ARS and about everything happens for a reason. We're about to get a thunderstorm if you guys heard that. Is that we, as being the first time, because we had melanin, we ordered 75-30, I think it was 70-30 I think it was, thinking that was what it was. So somebody on Instagram reached out me, said, yo, why you getting a 70-30? Why you not getting a 55-40? While talking with him, I believe it was Living Arts, I think it was. Shout out to you in New York. So when talking to him and looking for more info, I was able to call ARS the next day and ask him, hey, can I go ahead and change the order? And I will shoot you the whatever, $200 more than it was on through PayPal right now. And they said yes. So it was a blessing in disguise that we had to wait while we waited to get this. It's not an easy setup. It was me and my wife, and we were over 2.5 hours that night. Yeah. It's a big box. It's gonna have to be dropped to you by freight. I think it's about 555 pounds. So understand that you also got a cost on shipping. So the rack was what, about $2,300. If you think about it, oh, that's a lot of money. If you think about it and you divide it by enclosure yourself, you're paying about what, $50 to $66, something like that, for each snake. So hey, it's worth it. You got them all in. They had rows. The heated system is in there. The humidity, let me see where I got one. I don't matter, let's see. Some of them got them. Got one right here. 69 on this one. I just sprayed it when I few my review. I give it an A. I do suggest to ARS, if they ever see this, it's like just pay more attention when you ship and make sure everything is in it, because that's pretty much every time I see a review, everybody has to say I was missing something out of my shipment. And we already pay a lot for the shipping. We already wait a lot for getting it. We're already excited. We already put our time to build it for something to be missing. So that's the only thing I would just give my advice, or how you say, criticism. But it's that. It's just make sure that everything is in a box, because every review I heard, that's the only thing they have to complain about. It's amazing.
When you put it together correctly, it's amazing.
Yeah, exactly, right? Straight up. So thank you to Billy, Mutation Creation. Thank you, ARS. And thank you for my wife to help me put this up together, because this was a pain. What else? You got something to add to this?
Not really. I was the one that read the instructions, so really it's my fault we put it.
Hey, I agree with that. Let's put it on you.
So, you can, because the last one I did turned out perfect. So yeah.
Yeah, I did. The last one was because we didn't have the
and I didn't read the instructions on that one. See, so instructions mess up women.
Hey, she just wanted to go to bed. So we're gonna cut this video short. ARS 5540. Any questions, comments? Shoot them up. Subscribe. Hit the like. Hit the bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, guys.